Good morning, everyone. It's Iron Will Becker, and I'm doing this one on the fly. Got a busy schedule. So, as I was going through the weekend and thinking about the holiday and this next week, I had a personal experience that reminded me again that I'm not perfect, and that I have my own mistakes and problems that I sometimes keep making, sometimes struggle with to overcome personal challenges. And it made me think of Iron Man. And if you're not familiar with Iron Man's history, then you don't know that through the 80s, Iron Man was a drunk. I mean, it was really bad. And he had a lot of problems because of that. Part of it was in relation to his origin story and dealing and coping with the friends that he'd lost because of taking on Iron Man and becoming that superhero. Part of it was the stress from others stealing his tech. Now, I'm not telling you this to justify Iron Man. Morning, William. I'm telling you this because this is part of his background. He was a flawed character, and for at least a decade, he'd have spurts where he was sober and he was fantastic, and he'd have other spurts where he was just a mess. And that was his story. That was just part of who Iron Man is. He eventually recovers, cleans up his life, with the help of friends, of course, as usually is the case. And then he goes on and becomes an even better superhero. But it was just a good reminder to me as a kid that even superheroes have problems. And yeah, there's other stuff in other comics. What I've got to tell you too is that Robert Downey Jr. taking the role of Iron Man, for me, was just phenomenal. I don't think I could have picked a better actor to play that role. And in part it's because of his own personal past and what he overcame to put his acting career back on track. And I gotta tell you, I think Robert Downey Jr. for Iron Man is phenomenal. I mean, just like, he's perfect. He's absolutely perfect for that role. He does such a fantastic job. I didn't intend this to be a movie review or a character review from the films. But Iron Man is a human. He's not like the other superheroes. And that's one of the things that I really like about him, is that, morning Amanda, is that he's a human. He's just a guy with a big brain that puts it to work to solve problems. Not just his own problems, but problems throughout the world. And while Iron Man is not perfect, and he had his flaws during the 80s, for me personally, that made him a much more powerful character. And then seeing Robert Downey Jr. pick up that role as Iron Man, bam, just perfect, absolutely perfect. So no matter what your problems are, what your struggles are, I want you to know that you can overcome them. You can put them behind you. It's never going to be overnight, over a week, over a month. There are some minor things probably that we can do that with. But the bigger problems, the bigger things that we have to work on with ourselves, those things take time. Sometimes it takes 10 years to fully work out all of those things, to get over yourself sometimes, to get over the past, a past hurt. My friends, go and do. Go out and make it a great day. Thank you for spending time with me. If you get value from this video, please like and share it. I greatly appreciate that. Please hit ironwill.net/CS, where you can get all of my social media feeds. I just put up my Instagram feed on the website, so you can see there, if you're not on Instagram, or you can see some of the stuff I post there. I will talk to you guys again later. I'll have a book review for you tomorrow.